Last year, the Jordan brand alone pulled in over $6.6 billion. Read that again, $6.6 billion. To put that into perspective, that one logo makes Nike more money in a single year than the entire value of the Los Angeles Lakers. It is an absolute financial juggernaut. But here is the insane part. None of it was supposed to happen. Flashback to 1984. Michael Jordan is a rookie. He needs a shoe deal, and guess what? He hated Nike. He didn't like the shoes. He didn't want the meeting. He wouldn't even get on the plane until his mother literally forced him to go. MJ's heart was set on one brand only, Adidas. He wanted the 3 stripes. He was begging them to sign him. It should have been the easiest layup in sports business history. So, why did Adidas say no? The reason is stupider than you think, and it cost them billions. To understand how impossible this deal was, you have to understand the landscape of 1984. Today, Nike is cool. Nike is culture. But in 1984, Nike was a joke in the NBA. They were strictly a running shoe company. They made shoes for skinny guys jogging around tracks in Oregon. They had zero street cred. They had zero swagger. And financially, they were bleeding out. Their stock price had just tanked by 50%. They were laying people off. Nike was desperate. If you played basketball in the 80s, you didn't wear Nike. You wore 2 brands. You wore Converse, the shoe of Magic Johnson and Larry Bird. Or, if you wanted to look cool, you wore Adidas. Adidas was the luxury brand. It was international. It was hip-hop. And Michael Jordan? He was obsessed with Adidas. He told his agent, David Falk, one thing: just get me a deal with Adidas. He didn't care about the money. He just wanted to wear the 3 stripes. While Nike was panicking, Jordan's agent was trying to hand Michael to Adidas on a silver platter. He went to the Adidas distributors in the US. They wanted Jordan bad. They knew he was electric, but there was a problem. The real bosses were in Germany, and the German executives ran a tight ship based on old school logic. They looked at Michael Jordan's stats: 6'6", shooting guard, and they passed. Why? Because in the 1980s, the NBA was a big man's game. The stars were 7-footers: Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Patrick Ewing. The Adidas bosses believed a simple fact: short guys don't sell shoes. They literally told their US team, no one wants to buy a shoe from a guard. We need to focus on centers. They thought Jordan was too short to be a global icon. It was a decision based on data from the past, not the potential of the future. And that specific meeting is now known as the most expensive mistake in corporate history. So, Adidas is out. Converse is out. That left Nike, the running shoe company. Nike invites Jordan to their headquarters in Oregon for a pitch meeting. Jordan's response? No. He literally told his agent he wasn't going. He didn't want to waste his time. It seemed over before it started. But then, the most important negotiation in sports history happened. Not in a boardroom, but in the Jordan family kitchen in North Carolina. Jordan's agent called Michael's mom, Dolores. He told her Michael was refusing to get on the plane. Dolores Jordan didn't play that game. She looked at Michael and said, "You are going to listen. You may not like it, but you're going to go listen." Michael got on the plane, not because he wanted to sign with Nike, but because he was afraid of his mother. Nike knew they had to do something crazy. They went all in. They offered Jordan $500,000 a year for 5 years. That was insane money. It shattered every record. But the money wasn't the hook. The hook was ownership. They offered him royalties, a percentage of every single shoe sold. Jordan signed, but the drama was just starting. When Jordan stepped onto the court wearing the black and red Air Jordan 1s, the NBA lost its mind. The league rules stated that shoes had to be 51% white. Jordans were bold, black, and red. The NBA banned the shoes. They sent a letter to Nike saying they would fine Michael Jordan $5,000 every time he stepped on the court. This should have been a disaster, but Nike turned it into gold. Nike told Jordan, "Keep wearing them. We will pay the fines." They launched a commercial that said, "The NBA threw them out of the game. Fortunately, the NBA can't stop you from wearing them." The shoes became a symbol of rebellion. The results defied logic. Nike projected they might sell $3 million worth of Air Jordans in the first 4 years. In the first year alone, they sold 126 million. The short guy that Adidas rejected changed the entire global economy. Today, The Jordan brand is a separate entity under Nike. Michael Jordan earns roughly $250 million every single year from Nike, just sitting on his couch. That is more than he made in his entire NBA playing career, combined. Adidas? They are still a great company, but they will always be the company that had the greatest of all time begging to sign with them, and said no, because he wasn't tall enough. This story teaches us one thing. Data from the past doesn't always predict the future. Sometimes, you just have to bet on talent. If you enjoyed this breakdown of the sneaker wars, make sure to hit that like button and click here to watch our video on how LeBron James became a billionaire. Thanks for watching.